Dan Schofield, we'll come to you. Thank you.
Hi, Eddie. Can I get your overall assessment of the performance and maybe particularly of some of the newer players making their first starts in the competition?
For a young team, really good performance. Italy are a difficult team as they're shown against New Zealand and France, and we didn't really allow them into the game. We're a little bit disappointed we weren't more clinical in our finishing again, but we're creating good opportunities. And we're really pleased with our defence intensity and our work off the ball to not allow Italy to score. So all in all, a good step forward for us.
Could you quickly explain what the situation was with Jack Noel and his head injury assessment as you understood it?
Yeah, well, I don't have any understanding of it, mate. I'm told whether he can play or he's not. And when I'm told he can't play, then we make a replacement.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Will Kelleher, please.
Hi, Eddie. Congrats on the win. Can I ask you about Marcus and Harry Randall and how you thought they dovetailed today at 9 and 10?
Yeah, no, they made a really good start. There was a lot of pace on the ball early. The ruck ball was really quick, and I thought they combined nicely. Particularly Marcus, took the ball to the line really well in patches, and Harry added that little bit of zip.
What would you like to see them improve, those two particularly?
Look, it's just being, 9 and 10 is about being brilliant at the basics, about doing the simple things really, really well over and over again, and be absolutely clear communicators on the field to, Harry more so to the forwards and Marcus to the back rowers and the backs. And I think they're making a good, steady progress in both of those areas.
I better ask you about Ellis Genge's pass as well. That must be quite pleasing. You've got good ball handling props like that.
I won't give him too much of a rap there, mate. I don't know whether he'd be able to repeat that or not. No, it was a good effort by him. Again, he's showing some really good developments as a player.
Just a quick last one. Was the key to Marcus being able to have a bit more space down to the forwards and them giving him a decent platform?
Definitely the forwards went forward and that created opportunities for Marcus. We were very intentful about how we wanted to play, and I think that also helped him, mate.
Thank you. Alex Bywater, please.
Hi, Eddie. Hopefully you can hear me. How would you assess the sort of transition in attack that you did today? Was it better than last week? What you
Step
thought? Forward,
mate. Another pleasing improvement. Little by little we're edging up, and for a young team it was a good positive performance because as we know, Italy have troubled New Zealand in the first half and troubled France in the first half, and we didn't have that trouble with them, which was good for us.
How do you think that sets you up for the rest of the competition, and how much better are you going to have to get for Wales, who had a good result yesterday?
We just have to be ready for Wales, mate. I don't know how much better, but we want to get better. I don't know whether it's 1 or 2% or what it is, but we need to keep improving. They had a 3-point win. Scotland's had the 3-point win against us and had a 3-point loss against Wales. And if you look at the quality of the competition, I think we saw 3 outstanding games this weekend. All of them a bit different, but really good contests. And the standard of the Six Nations is absolutely outstanding this season.
Thank you. Chris Hull, please.
Congratulations, Eddie. In the week you talked about lighting up Rome. Was that exactly what you were looking for today, or would you have liked more?
Oh, we always want more, mate. You always want a few more sparklers, a few more rockets. But I think that we went out with a strong intent of taking the game to Italy, not allowing them into the game. And I think we did that. We would like to finish it off a bit more, a few big rockets at the end. We didn't get, but that, we got that last try. That was a brilliant piece of play by the players, taking the ball from one end of the field to the other. Unfortunately, it was disallowed in the end, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Which was your favourite of the 5 tries, Eddie?
Look, I don't have favourites in tries. I like tries where we execute really well. And it'd be difficult for me to identify one of them, mate.
Eddie, can I just get some further reflections on Marcus Smith? Just how good can he be, and how important is he going to be to you over the next year?
Oh, look, there's no ceiling to how good he can be. Yeah, if he keeps on wanting to get better, keeps having a learning mindset, he could be an absolutely outstanding player at Test level by the World Cup. And obviously that's pretty important, mate, to have a good 10.
Just a few thoughts on Ben Youngs as well.
Yeah, no, did really well. Came off finish for us today. Sharp. And again, playing that number of tests is a great example of resilience, his determination, his durability. And, against Wales, he could have the opportunity to break the record, which would be fantastic for him and his family. And we couldn't be more pleased for him, mate.
How important are now these back-to-back home games, Eddie?
Well, the next game's important, mate. The only game that counts is the next game. And I think you're going to see in this competition as it stands, a lot of really close games that are going to be decided by, as we've seen, one penalty goal. And so the referees are going to be influential. And I think they've done a great job over the weekend, the referees. I think they should be all congratulated. We had a young bloke, Damon Murphy, who 12 months ago was refereeing sevens at the Olympics. And to referee a big test match like that is a fantastic achievement from him. He might have got a bit of suntan today in those conditions.
Just finally from me, Eddie, Italy lost their 34th consecutive game in the Six Nations today. I just wonder what your view of their place in the competition is.
Yeah, well, I think they're really progressing under Kieran Crowley. They've had two really good results against New Zealand and France, where they've competed strongly. And he's only been in the job for a short period of time, and I'm sure they're going to keep improving. So, I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I think they may cause an upset this Six Nations.
Thanks, Eddie. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks. James Weil, please.
Eddie, just one from me. Ollie Chesham, bit of a left field selection to start with, but he came on and he looked as if he'd never not played Test rugby. What would your comments be regarding his performance?
Yeah, well, a lovely, hard-working kid, mate. We've been looking for that tall, rangy four who can play six or six who can play four in the mould of a Courtney Laws. Now he's not to that level now, but we feel he can develop into that really important player for us that can fill two spots. And and they come in today, and as you said, not look out of place for a guy that's probably, I don't know how many premiership games he started. I'm sure it's under 10. It's a fantastic achievement.
Lock or flanker, long term, do you think?
Well, it doesn't matter, mate. We want someone who can play four or six. And I thought, having said that, I thought Murray was absolutely outstanding at six today and really suited his game. And him and Curry together were a good combination.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks. Do we have any other questions? Hugh, we'll finish with you. Thank you. And if anything for Tom as well. He is sat here too. Thanks.
Another one for Eddie. On the combination of Harry Randall and Marcus Smith to start, do you already know what you will do for the Wales match, or how much thinking will you have to give that?
No, I have a think about that tonight, mate. I'll have a nice glass of red or maybe two and ponder the future. I don't have to do that now, but I'll definitely have a think about that tonight. We've got a training week next week where we'll bring them in and start playing with the combination for Wales. But they did well today, but it was, in completely different conditions. That's like the fastest pitch we'll play on in the Six Nations and beautiful weather conditions. It's like a summer day. So the ball was able to fizz around, whereas we know at Twickenham it's going to be a wet pitch. It's going to be more difficult to play like that.
Thanks. And Neil, we'll finish with you then. Thank you.
Eddie, who was captain when Tom went off, please?
Austin Healy. I've got a question. I've got a difficult question for you, mate. Can you handle it?
Yeah.
Okay. Who wrote Austin Healy's column for him?
Justin Harrison.
Okay. So you better go and wipe the egg off his face, mate. If you could do that for me, I'll be happy. All right?
Can I ask Tom the same question, though?
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, can I ask Tom who was captain when he went off?
You can answer. Go on.
Luke Cowan-Dickey.
Sorry, can you just repeat that?
Luke Cowan-Dickey.
Okay, thanks very much.